Hello, my name is Paul and welcome to English Talk. In today's lesson I am going to tell you the story of Manchester United. All of my lessons are short, simple and easy to follow. They are written to help you speak and practice your English. Practice speaking aloud the sentences and phrases. Learn and memorize them. Later, try speaking the whole of the narrative without reading any of the text. You will find the complete narrative of the story in the introduction. That will help you learn and memorize it. This lesson is intended to help you practice speaking fluently in English for a short time about something you know or have learnt. It is also a very interesting story for any football fan. Just in case you are wondering, I have not included any graphics or images on purpose. I want you to concentrate on the spoken English language you hear. Alright then, are you ready? So let's get started. This is the story of Manchester United. Whether you like football and whether you love or hate Manchester United, you will surely be interested by this story. Manchester United is probably the most famous football club in the world. It is certainly one of the richest and most successful. They play at the old Trafford Stadium in Manchester, England. Their stadium is often referred to as the Theatre of Dreams. The Manchester United team is nicknamed the Red Devils. They play in the English Premier League and have been champions 20 times, more than any other club. They won the first of their many trophies in 1909. Glory, Glory, Man United is a very popular song sung by the fans on match days. Their current manager is Dutchman Louis van Gaal. Prior to Louis van Gaal, Alex Ferguson was the club manager for 27 years from 1986 until his retirement in 2013. During those 27 years, Fergie helped the Red Devils to win more than 50 major trophies, as well as a knighthood for himself from Queen Elizabeth. Sir Matt Busby is the man who laid the foundations for the global Manchester United fame, built upon later by Alex Ferguson. He nurtured a team of wonderful young players, which the football world called the Busby Babes. Sadly, many of those young players died in the tragedy of the Munich plane crash of February 1958. A new wave of Busby Babes came along, and in 1968 Manchester United became the first English club to win the European Cup. They beat the Portuguese club Benfica 4-1 after extra time at Wembley Stadium in an epic encounter. Let me now tell you something about the early history of the football club and how it all began. The club was formed in 1878 by a group of railway workers and was initially called Newton Heath. Newton Heath recruited talented young football players and offered them good jobs in the railway industry in Manchester. The name of the football club was changed in 1902 from Newton Heath to Manchester United. The strip was also changed from the original yellow and green to the red shirts, white shorts and black socks we know today. Manchester United played their first game at the Old Trafford Stadium on 19th of February 1910. They defeated near neighbours Liverpool 4-3 before a crowd of 45,000 spectators. In 1991, Manchester United was converted into a public limited company to raise revenue and develop a new commercial strategy. The club was taken over by the American Glazer family in 2005, and they still hold the controlling interest in the boardroom. Alas, since 2005, a new Manchester United has been created by the die-hard fans of the club they love, and things are going full circle. Today, FC United of Manchester are just 2 leagues away from being in the same football league structure as Manchester United. American insurance company AON have been the club's principal sponsor since 2010. This helps Manchester United compete to recruit top quality football players to achieve the success of the club on the English, European and international stage. There are, of course, many great players who have worn the team colours of Manchester United. Famous footballers such as Duncan Edwards, Bobby Charlton, George Best and Eric Cantona, just to mention a few. Current stars are Wayne Rooney, David De Gea and Michael Carrick. There can be no doubt that Manchester United is a global phenomenon beyond the early expectations of the Victorian railway workers who started it all. The extent of the global brand, which is Manchester United, can be seen through a network of 350 supporters clubs and an estimated 350 million fans. Manchester United have finished 4th in the English Premier League in the 2014 to 2015 season and qualified again to play in the European Champions League. A new era in the history and glory of Manchester United has begun. That's the end of my short lesson about Manchester United. I hope you have found it useful and informative. See you again soon for another lesson with English Talk.